If you paraphrase without citing the source, professors call it plagiarism risk. The reader needs to know where you got the information from, what your source is. Okay? So in this quick lesson, I'll show you how to paraphrase with citing properly. Okay? So let's look at an original statement. Warsi argues that using smartphones in class impairs students' cognitive ability to think critically. Who said it? Warsi. All right? And remember, when we paraphrase, we only write the author's last name, not the first name, not the full name, always the last name of the author. So write the last name in the paraphrase. Okay, now let's look at a paraphrase. It looks like a good paraphrase. It's the same idea, but something is missing. Can you tell what that is? Using smartphones during class weakens students' ability to engage in deep critical thinking. Looks good, right? It's the same idea. The meaning is not changed, but something is missing. What is missing? The author's name and the page number. That is MLA. If you are taking English 101 in colleges or in universities, anywhere in the US, you are required to follow MLA, right? It's documentation rules that you need to follow, in text citation rules. In the paraphrase, you must write the author's name and the page number where you found the passage. Even though the wording is different, the idea belongs to Warsi. It's not your idea. You're a messenger. In a paraphrase, you're simply telling the reader, listen, there is this professor, Warsi, and this is his argument. I am only retelling his idea. If we do not mention the source, then we are presenting someone else's ideas as our own, and that is cheating. That may be plagiarism. So, be very careful when you paraphrase. You must mention the author's last name and the page number. How do we do that? Okay. First, why is it dishonest not to mention the author's source? Because that raises the issue of voice. The reader wonders. He says, is this your idea? Are you telling me? Or is this, how do I know if you're paraphrasing someone else? Right? So just changing words does not make an idea yours. You don't own the idea. You're simply retelling the idea to somebody else using your own words, right? Academic writing is about being honest academically and giving proper credit to the source, showing where ideas come from, all right? So this is serious. So you must include the author's last name and the page number in your paraphrase. Okay. How do we do it correctly, you ask? All right. So you have two options, right? You can use either option 1 or option 2, but not both together. All right. So what's the first option? Write the author's name in the sentence. In the paraphrase, you write the author's last name. Okay. And then in parentheses, right, at the end of the sentence, you write the page number. Let's we'll show you one example. Okay. Warsi explains that classroom smartphone use reduces students' capacity for critical thinking. In parentheses, 73. It means page number. Do not write page number or P73. That's not MLA. It's just the page number itself, 73. The second option you have is if you do not mention the author's last name in the paraphrase, then in the parentheses, you write the author's last name and the page number. Classroom smartphone use reduces students' capacity for critical thinking. Sounds familiar? It's the same paraphrase. And in parentheses, you write Warsi, which is the last name of the author, and page 73. So these are two ways of doing this. Okay? So the big idea, remember, you already know, if you took my lesson on paraphrasing, you already know that paraphrasing, in a paraphrase, the writer must change the word completely. The structure, not just the church, not just synonyms, swapping synonyms, but changing the structure completely and cite the source clearly. So retain the meaning and change the structure completely. And you must do both of them. All right? Okay. So here is a quick practice for you. Warsi believes that a day of bad writing is better than a day of no writing. Your goal is to write a correct paraphrase with the author in the sentence, which is Warsi, and the same paraphrase with the author in parentheses. and the page number. All right? So enjoy, have fun. If you have any questions, please ask. Write your paraphrases in the comments. I will read them personally and I'll get back to you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.